Okay, so welcome back to another video, and today I am going to be talking about the very first thing I genuinely believe, in my opinion, you should adopt this formula, this principle, if you want to be very successful in your business, in your whatever you're doing, okay? And that principle I live by, and I always talk about it everywhere I go because I believe that it's step one to step one, right? So let's just say step one of you want to launch your program or you want to launch your product. Well, there's step one, and then is something before step one, right? And this is what I'm going to talk about today, which is the thing before the thing, which is be, do, have, right? Now, so don't be, can't do. Can't do, can't have. Be a little, do a little. Do a little, have a little. Be a lot, do a lot. Do a lot, have a lot. Okay, what does that mean? Sounds very cool, right? But let me break this down. So let's just say, I'm going to give you a very simple, very basic example. That let's just say you want a six-pack, right? The reason we are not called human havings, we are called human beings. Why? Because we must become the person who can go and do the work that will then eventually lead to having the six-pack, right? So you can't just wake up one day and be like, oh, I want to have a six-pack and now I've got the six-pack. No, it doesn't work like that. So yes, you want to have the six-pack, well then you must become the person first, right? You must mentally get yourself psyched up. You must mentally overcome the fact that, oh shit, guess what? I need to get my nutrition on point if I need to have my six-pack. Oh, guess what? I'm going to have to actually eat less and move more. You have to come to realize this idea, right? So this becoming phase, all of a sudden, will start getting very real to you, right? Then what happens is once you psych yourself up and once you understand the inner work needs to be done. What? The inner work, which a lot of people run away from, right? You are going to realize the inner work is what is needed at this point. Once you start chipping away and start working on your inner work, right? By maybe getting some professional help, by reading some books, by speaking to people who have six packs, right? And be like, well, how did you do it? Or maybe speaking to a bodybuilder, you'll begin to realize, okay, now I've psyched myself up just enough to go and put the work in. Then you will go into the doing phase, right? This is action. This is like making mistakes. This is like eating the wrong, maybe nutrition, and then realizing, oh, I shouldn't have ate that, I should have ate this. This is maybe waking up in the morning and having the apple cider vinegar and maybe 1 liter of bottle of water in the morning with some Himalayan salt and realizing, okay, well, I definitely need to have that. This is maybe changing up your nutrition, getting your blood test done and working out what nutrition you lack for your body, right? Going and seeing a physio, right? Getting your 4,000 or 10,000 steps in every single day. This is the doing phase, right? And in this area, when you do this, when you put all the work in, you will start learning a lot about yourself, right? You will start learning, okay, this works, this doesn't work. And then once you combine these two, because to be honest, when you do the action phase, the becoming work doesn't stop. That continues, right? You're going to continue psyching yourself up, bringing yourself to understand why you're doing what you're doing in the first place, understanding what your purpose is, going and putting yourself through meditation, putting yourself through journaling, putting yourself through speaking to the right people, having the right environment around you, right? So, for example, if you love going to a nightclub on a Friday, Saturday, Sunday, well, you know that you're going to have to stop hanging around with them people, right? If anything, you're going to have to start hanging around with people who go to the gym, because if you want a six-pack, you're going to have to hang around with people who, if not have a six-pack or have some inspiration or some aspiration or some that's something they want to do, right? So you're going to have to start finding new circles, new friends who want that for themselves. And then if you start hanging around with them, the influence is going to bounce off each other, and you are going to then do the work, right? And once you do these two together, as I was saying, what will happen is you will start and begin to see results. This is the most simple way I can break down be, do, have, right? Then you will eventually see the results. Why? Because you didn't just go and do the work. Because let's just say if somebody says, oh, no, you can just go and do the work. Yeah, you can go and do the work, but if you're working hard at the wrong thing, that's just stupid. That's not smart, right? So this is why it's important to do the inner work, to do the research, to make sure you get your strategy a little bit on point. You're not going to have it bang on, but I'm on the right direction, right? I'll give you a very nice example here. So I live in Manchester, so if I'm traveling to London for example, I'm making this up. So let's just say I'm going to Clarence Street in London in Shoreditch, right? Now, I don't know where it is, but guess what can guide me? A sat-nav, right? A sat-nav is going to guide me that, okay, well, this is the direction, Ibby, you need to take, right? And if I follow the sat-nav, or even if I follow certain signs, or if I follow the map, I'm going to eventually get to where I need to get to. So it's really important that you don't just, I can't just jump in the car and say, oh, we'll just drive this way and we'll hope we'll be on Clarence Street in Shoreditch. It's not going to work like that. So where am I going with this in the business context for you small business owners, or maybe if you are a startup and you're watching this and you've heard me talk about be, do, have, and you're thinking, I wonder what that concept is. I wonder what that principle is, and I wonder how I can apply that to me. Well, this is how you can do it. So if you want to launch a program, if you want to launch a new product, if you want to launch a new service, if you want to have a 6-bedroom house, if you want to have that new car, right? Whatever you want to have, and in this example, I was talking about 6-pack, whatever it may be. The first thing, whatever you want to have, is write it down. So 6-pack, launch my first program, online program, open my first business, right? Open my second business, launch a digital product, whatever it may be you want to have. The first thing you must do is you must become, right? So you need to become the person, meaning do the inner work, get around the right set of people, hire coaches, hire mentors, read the right books so you can psych yourself up and get a bit of a plan going, right? As soon as you've become, then you don't wait around, go and do the work. Even if you don't know 100%, go and take action, go and do the work, right? And as soon as you do the work, you will start to get some feedback, right? And that feedback will put you on the right track. And then as soon as you do that, eventually you will then have what you have set out to have, and you will be happy, and then I will be happy because you watched this video and you took action. And just like that, you can apply it to every task, every principle, every single thing you want to do. Whether, like I said, it's a 6-pack, it's having a beautiful girlfriend, it's having that 6-bedroom house, it's launching your first product. And this is how you apply the principle of be, do, have. And how I started this was, if you be a little, you will do a little naturally, because you're not doing too much of the inner work and getting around the right people. Well, then you will do a little, and guess what? You will have a little. And if you be a lot, you will do a lot, and then you will have a lot. And this is how you apply the principle of be, do, have. And this is what I mean by that. So whenever you hear me say, or you meet me somewhere, I would love to hear how you applied it to your business. And you see me, I would love to hear from you how this worked in the context of your business. I just want to know. I hope this video was valuable and helpful and you took something away. Till next time, I'll see you again.